Welcome to International Wives. Today we have a wonderful guest, and her name is Mary Diamond. You may recognize her from The Secret.
I've been in the movie The Secret, and in The Secret, I talk about that, the images of that this man had around him, and he wanted to play with romance, and he just was not able to create because the images around him were telling a different story. Well, in my latest book, The Home is a Vision Board, that just came out, it's already international best-selling book, is actually where I talk about that it's not just the goals that you put on paper, that in a journal or on a vision board, on a life book, but that also the goals that you have need to be represented in the space around you. So that is summit. So all this is really important. Now, is that everything? No. But there is about 33% is your spiritual part, 33% your human part, and what I learned was that 33.3% is your environment, the energy around you. And in my book, Your Home is a Vision Board, because people are asking the title now, is that I really share how everything around you, the place where you live, sleep, work, is affecting you non-stop. So one of the things as the Feng Shui master, because Feng Shui means literally tapping into the energy flow, the wind and water, because that's what Feng Shui means, to really tapping into that flow to align yourself with your goals. So there's just this first simple step that you can take. And the first simple step is I want you to go through your house and walk through, like open the door and walk in. And walk in with like you have the eyes of the universe, the eyes of God, or the eyes of somebody very important, or perhaps the eyes of your clients. And open your door. And what do you see? Is this house that you have now reflecting who you are at this moment? And the second question is this house reflecting who you want to be? So these are just simple questions. I want you to do a home audit. And as you go into your house, you're like, well, yeah, this is who I am. This is the books that I'm reading right now. Or perhaps these are like furniture of 25 years ago that you don't really like anymore, but was who you were, right? Or you come into your office and you're like, yeah, this is more like I set this up 10 years ago. I still books and there are still papers around me and products that were 5 years ago were good. But is this who I am now? Now I'm reading different books. Now I have different products. And the question is, who do you want to be? Is this also reflecting the future you want to become? Because if we think about believing in prosperity, believing in our goals, the word believing has two words in it, being and living it. So is your space being it, what you are, and is it already living your future? So I want to give some very practical steps because I know we have only a certain amount of time to do that. Yeah. And so the first thing I would love for you to do is download my free Mary Diamond app. So you can go to the App Store and to the Google Play Store and you can download and put in the word Mary Diamond. When you download this app, you will be asked two things, your birthday and your birth gender. And it will create a calculation of an energy number. So, and you can say like, is this a normal numerology? No, it's different than numerology. So it's a more intense calculation. The app's name is Marie Diamond. Very simple. So as you are downloading that, and you will be asked to do, like I said, to put in your birthday and to put in your birth gender. Once you do that, you will hit calculate and share. And you come up with a number. Now my number is number 5. Now yours can be between 1 and 9. And it gives an energy archetype. Mine is the connector. I love connecting with people. I love networking. I love being there for people. I love being a friend for people. So this is my energy. But the most important thing is that it will give you 4 compass directions. Directions of the wind, because Feng Shui means wind and water. And then once you have them, you will get this overview, and you will click on the diamond compass. This compass is what you're going to use to start creating prosperity in your home. So download the Mary Diamond app. So once you have your energy number, you go and click on the diamond compass, and you will see that there is an area that activates success. So as you're doing that, I'm going to explain a little bit so that you can all follow as we're going through the compass. So one of the things that you need to know, to drink quickly, so my voice is a little bit better. So one of the things you have to understand that Feng Shui, as it's about the flow of energy, is that these are 2 vital forces, is the wind and water. The wind is something we use every day. That's our breath. Without breath, a few minutes and that's it. And water, we know within a few days, we need it or we don't survive. So these are 2 vital forces that our body needs, but also our home needs. So it's springtime right now, so I would love for all of you to take some time this day to open your windows, to bring in the fresh wind, to, of course, drink water regularly because that's normal, but also to know this year where we need to put water in your home to create prosperity. Because water is the symbol of money in Feng Shui. So where do we place something to always activate our energy for prosperity? And every year, based on the Chinese astrology, it is different. So this year, it is in the southeast section of your house. So you can think, oh, the southeast section, where is that? Well, you will take a compass, and you have now a compass on the app, okay? And you stand in the center, you hold the compass, and you hold it, and it doesn't matter which direction you're looking, because it's a compass, so it will move around anyhow. So you find out where is the southeast in your office, or the space where you work. Perhaps this is your dining room or your living room. Put there a bubbling indoor fountain. Clear out the southeast. No clutter in the southeast. No dead plants. Look at the images. Are these images reflecting something beautiful, something abundant, literally? And put there an indoor fountain that you put on day and night. Why day and night? Well, because money is not just during the day, especially if you work online, if you're selling books. Books can be sold, products, success energy for your whole life. The moment you're born, and because it's connected with your DNA. And so, what do you do with that? Well, first of all, you can read up, and there are some videos that you can, in your energy number, you can scroll down and get some information, videos that are about the steps you can take. But let's go directly to the compass. So what you're going to do in the place, right now you can already use it. Hold your app on the level of your heart, yeah? And it doesn't matter which direction you're looking. It's a compass, it will turn the way. It always faces north somehow, but it will indicate where is your success direction. So my success direction is actually behind me. So it doesn't matter if you see it or not see it. what is important is that you activate it. So Feng Shui is like acupuncture for your home. So when you do acupuncture, you press on certain acupressure points to get the flow going. Now your greatest point of pressure, acupuncture pressure in your home, is your success direction in every space that you live, sleep, or work. Don't focus on your bathrooms, laundries, kitchens. That is not important. So what is in my success direction? Well, in my success direction are my books, first of all. Yeah? There are my awards. I normally put out my vision board, but I don't do it now as I'm speaking. I have my contracts there. I have, certain symbols there that just I love having there. For example, symbols that are gold. Let me show you an interesting one, like a little crown, right? Not that I wear this all the time, right? No, but it's really interesting. Since I placed it there, people have started calling me the Queen of Feng Shui. Now, I didn't tell them that, but it's like whatever you put there is connecting with your energy 24 hours a day. What you put in your success direction is a message to the universe about your um, your prosperity, about your success. Yeah. So first of all, you need to do decluttering in that area. You cannot have anything that has low vibration. So declutter the area and pay attention what is there right now. I remember this man, and he had a paper shredder in his success direction. And I said to him, how's business going? He said, well, you know what? I have all these amazing ideas, but nothing really launches. I said, no, because the moment you have an idea, energetically, you're already shredding it. Yeah. So he put the paper shredder away, and he was a very famous TV host for many years. And he said, like, lately, nobody asked me anymore. He was very well known about fitness. And he was like, almost like the male Jane Fonda from television, right? And so, but he said, nobody asked me again. And so he changed that. He put his awards there. He put like images that he had with presidents of the United States, um, all all the books he had written. He had done so much, but they were all in an area. And when you look at your compass, there are areas that are empty. Now these areas that are empty, they are not supporting you. So he had put them all in the wrong direction. So he put in the right direction, and within a week, a television show asked him to do a television series for older people and to do fitness for older people. Different look of the compass based on your birthday. There are 4 compass directions that create good energy for you and 4 that are not. So if you look at it, you will see something indicating success. Now mine is southwest. For you, some of you it will be east, others it will be south. I see some will be northwest.
Surrounded by people who don't know how to do stuff, right? And the minute we ask how, we're asking the wrong question. It's who knows how, and let's just copy that. And you may not have ever heard of me before, but you'll definitely know some of my friends and the people that I speak on stage with pretty regularly. Right, I'm so fortunate to be in this position, and people love listening to me because I was them. None of these people started in the audience. I did. I literally started in the audience, looking up to these, and suddenly I started to do this. Like I said, I toured the world with Robert Kiyosaki regularly, about to do another event with him in 2 weeks' time. I've spoken on stage with Tony Robbins for over a decade at this stage. Ladies, you'll spot this already. But look at the size of his hand. If this guy can use the smartphone, what is... So it took me less than a year, to make my first $1 million with my business partner and I. Right, again, people are like, oh, that was so risky. I never speak to my friends and family about this stuff, right? I only speak to those who are ready. But the student is ready, the teacher appears. I am here for you guys. That's why I don't give up my Saturday night very easily, but I do it for this, because Raymond's events are amazing. His people are amazing. His audience are amazing. And I want to give you the seeds to plant so that you can have amazing fruits. But you got to put the seeds down. You got to just look at nature. You got to grow something, nurture it to allow the fruits to appear, right? And come back. And this is why I created the Rethink Academy, because we're the world's #1 online entrepreneur certified educator. All of our trainings are certified and accredited with the CPD. And we're in the top 20 earners globally with ClickFunnels. You may or may not have heard of them, but it just kind of gives you an idea of where we're at. We've earned over $37 million with them alone. That's just like one side thing that we do. And my coaches, more importantly, have made $1 million, followed me, started doing it, and realized, holy wow, I'm also making millions from what I did. And that's the beauty. So we're going to get out of the way here. I want to allow you to take a picture of this. This is the full blueprint. I want you to have it on your phone anyway, because I can't go through everything today, but I'll go through as much as I can in the time that Raymond and Wendy have kindly given me. Okay? So type in ready once you've taken that picture. Okay, fab. I'll bring it up again in a bit if you haven't, okay? I've written lots of books, including one with Raymond, which is coming out very soon, which I'm delighted about. It's pretty cool, the Rethink book writing one that we have got coming out together. And also, I've been featured in Forbes because of what I do with children and teens. I created a company that teaches 7-year-olds and upwards how to learn about money, entrepreneurship, compound interest, how basically to avoid all of the traps that we fell into in a metaverse type world where they can actually experience what it's like to be in the US or Canadian university and actually learn in that environment. We teach them the skills, we teach them how to earn it, how to grow it, how to help kids that are less well off than them, and how to go after their genius and get into flow themselves. And it's absolutely amazing the fulfillment that this brings. And never underestimate what you can do in this world when you start by looking after you first, bringing in enough money to you first, and then you can help as many people as you wish. So it's all pretty cool. It's all pretty amazing. It's called financial freedom. And again, like any of you that have kids or grandkids, I've got them covered, right? We'll talk about it a little bit later, because this guy inspired me. A 13-year-old that came to my event with his dad because the babysitter cancelled, and the dad said, is it okay if he sits in? And I said, okay, he can sit in on this, I don't mind. And he was watching intently, Salman, and he put up his hand. He said, can I share something? I said, sure. He said, I just made $190. I said, okay, how long did that take? He said, 11 minutes. And every adult in the room had the same look on their face, which was this: you little bleep. A big expletive. Like, what did you do? He said, I did what the old man said. And I was looking around. Who was he pointing at? He was pointing at me. I was the old man. Because this is literally child's play. As a child, you do what you're told because that's what you do, and then it works. As an adult, you stop doing that because you fall into this loop of doing the same thing every day, and anything that's different, you question, query, I'm busy anyway, right? Guys, this works for absolutely everybody, and the reason you know this is because I asked you in the beginning, how many days is it since you last spent money online, right? If you know how to spend it, you know how to earn it. Spending is one half of the same transaction. You're just on the wrong side. We need to get you to move sides. It doesn't matter what age you are. The internet doesn't care. With kids as young as 7 to someone in their late 80s doing this. We even have a client who's completely blind doing this and making money. Whatever your excuses, leave it behind. It's over. Now what you got to do is use it as fertilizer to decide that today is day 1. Everything changes from now. The countdown begins. 5, 4. You get to choose the 3, 2, 1 and take off.